Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing seasonal polish picks for summer. I guess this is kind of going up a little bit later than I had hoped, but at the beginning of summer, it just didn't really feel like summer here. All it's been doing for the past month or so is raining nonstop. And like we had some pretty crazy flooding in Detroit and stuff like that. So it just really hasn't felt like your traditional summer. So I thought I'd wait, and it has not yet become that traditional summer. I'm not sure if it's going to ever again, so let's just throw up my polish picks. Now, I pick kind of based on like the vibe of the season for me and like what I think is kind of more popular or trendy in these seasons, and you'll kind of see that reflected in my selections. And if you don't have these exact polishes or, like this specific one, you don't really need it. It's more about the idea behind it. I might show you like for Christmas polishes, for example, I showed like off like a deep red, deep green. You didn't need those exact deep reds or deep greens. Just the concept of those colors was enough. And that's kind of what I'm trying to show here. I'm not saying like you have to go out and buy like these specific polishes because they embody summer. I'm just saying like these are the types of colors and finishes that I associate with the summertime. So we're just going to go through them one by one. I'm going to show you swatches on a swatch wheel because recently I broke a nail and I had to file them all down. And just doing so many swatches is going to dry my hands out like you wouldn't believe. And I've got a couple kind of more fragile, brittle nails right now, and they don't need that in their life. So we're just going to do the swatch wheel, and I'll talk about each polish. So up first is a newer one by Orly. This one is Neon Paradise. I wore this with the purple that also came in the collection, but as I'm sure you guys have noticed, neons are just really popular for this summer. I think they always are, but I just feel like every collection that came out this summer by every mainstream brand was just neon after neon after neon. And it's not that I have a problem with neons, it's just I felt like overwhelmed by neons. But this one I really did enjoy. It's got like a slime kind of look to it. Like this is like the color that I just imagine like cartoon slime to be. And I think it's just a really fun, bright pop, which is what a lot of people are looking for in the summer. And in a similar vein, we have Hot 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 Pants by Color Club. And this is a bleached neon, so it's not the same, It's got like a kind of more washed out, like chalkier tone to it, which I really like. I think it's really fun, especially if you have a like deeper skin tone. I think bleached neons pop even better because for me, even though I like to wear anything, because my skin tone's a little bit lighter and these are, like I said, have that chalkier undertone. Sometimes it just kind of all blends together. But if you have like a tan or a deeper skin tone, these will just like boom, pop right against your skin, which is why I think a lot of people like them for summer because you got the sun out. It'll help to get you to that point where these are going to look good on just about anybody. Now, staying on the neon train that I just complained about for like 5 minutes, I have a couple neon jellies as well because I love jellies. I think jellies are fun, especially for the summer. And of course, they have to be neon because it's summer, right? So we have the LA Colors Neon Jelly. This one is in Purple Shock. I believe this came out last summer. Now, the reason why I like this particular collection of jellies is because it's a jelly and it has a glitter running through it. And you can see on the cap, it matches the inside of the polish. And this one reminds me of, I don't remember this at all, but like those shoes that younger girls wore, I think it was in the 90s. They were popular in the 90s. They were jelly shoes that, I mean, I see them now and I'm like, those are hideous, but like people like them. I think they still like them. And it's like a fun nostalgic thing, good throwback. And so like that's kind of what this reminds me of, is those weird shoes, or to a lesser extent, like the jelly arm bracelets, which I do remember wearing those in middle school. But I only wore the black ones. I didn't wear any of the fun colors. But yeah, that's what these jellies remind me of. And then I also have Off the Hook by Ice Cream Nails, and this is just a bright highlighter yellow jelly. And with these, you are going to have nail line unless you put a solid white coat underneath the first coat of this, but I don't like that. I like to just have the nail line show through. I didn't used to. I'm sure you've heard me say this a million times in my videos. I never used to like it. Now I'm obsessed with it. I don't know where that came from, but I like ice cream nails because their bottles are cute, and I think that this is a really fun color for summer. Up next, I have a couple of blue nail polishes, which I associate blue with summer because at least in Michigan, when summer hits, one of the big things to do is go to the lake because we've got like a billion lakes in this state. And so I think of this like kind of lakey blue kind of a color. And I immediately thought of 90's Blueberry Acai because it's got that like perfect tone of blue for like a nice summer sky or like the lake or something like that. But it also has this fun added shard of black running through it. Why did I say it like that? Shard of black? Black shard running through it. And it's just really fun. It's still pretty bright and poppy, but I wouldn't classify this like anywhere close to a neon. But brights for summer have always been kind of a thing. And so I really like this color. I think it's really fun. You could even wear it in the spring, but it's got kind of an in-between leading into transitional kind of a color for me. Next is a newer one to my collection, and this is, to be frank, nails. And this one is called Evil Eye. Now, the reason I picked this one, even though it's like a complete opposite type of blue as the last one I just showed you, is because I just remember a couple summers ago, every single person was getting this on their nails, at least where I live. Like I was seeing people have this tone of blue for summer, which I didn't really expect to see such a dark color for summer, but it honestly works really well. And it's a really beautiful blue. I do have a swatch of this one, so I will pop that up here before my nail broke. But it's just really pretty, and I think the name is really evocative of the type of blue it is. And I really recommend you guys check this brand out. They have a really nice cap on them. I'm going to do a full review here in a couple of weeks. It's very easy to work with. So if you haven't checked this brand out, check this out. If you have a blue in this vein, I mean, obviously you don't need to buy this one, but like it is a very beautiful color. And then up next, I have Essie's Penny Talk. This is a rose gold metallic. I also think of metallics a lot for summer. I think that rose gold has a very like light spring summery vibe, so that's why I picked this particular metallic. But Essie does have a regular gold and a silver that you could also use. I just think metallics are really fun for summer. Really reflective metallics are nice. I don't think that the Essie metallics are super highly reflective, but I do like the tones in their color. And this is an easy one for anyone to find at any store. I think that most people would have some kind of a rose gold metallic in their collection. And it's just nice when the sun is out, if it would ever come out here, and you can kind of see it in its full potential. You know, they don't give off like a shimmer or anything, but there's just something about when the light hits a metallic polish, it just looks so much brighter than if it's just in like regular lighting, where I feel like it looks just a little bit duller. And also the nice thing about metallics, at least in my experience, is they dry really fast. So you can just slap one on really quick and go do something else. I don't know why I'm so impatient with dry time sometimes, but like I love it when a polish is just like, it's on there and it's instantly dry. I wish more nail polish was like that. And then, of course, you gotta have your glitters. So I have Different Dimension, Hello from the Other Tide. This one is, mine has gotten a little bit thick. I think I've had this one for 3 years. I've put so many drops in it to thin it out, but it's not working. I might need to pour like half the bottle in. But this is just a really beautiful hollow glitter. And then it has, I think they're matte, neon circle glitters running through it in pink, yellow, and blue. And it's just like kind of got the best of both worlds, where you've got the neons that I was talking about earlier, plus the nice hollow silver, which anything that's hollow is going to be highly reflective in the sun. That's a lot of fun. People usually tend to notice that when you're out and about. So this is definitely a fun one to wear, or any kind of hollow glitter. So if you've got one in your collection, I say pull it out and get some use out of it, especially if it's sunny where you live, because so far it's been overcast here. And then last, you guys know I like to throw toppers in here at the end. And I have Can I Get an Ounce Ounce by China Glaze. I picked this one just because, back to the neons again. I know I complained about it at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, there's too many neons coming out. And then I've got, five and a half neons in my summer picks. So I guess I can say I've been psyoped by big nail polish. But yeah, this is a fun one, just throw over white, because if you know, you know, with neons, they just look best over white typically, because it just really helps that pigment pop. This one, it's a little bit old, so I'm sure you can kind of see the bottle. It all looks kind of green. I think what happened was the base was initially clear, and the glitters ended up staining the base a little bit green, or tinting it green. But this one just has a variety of, I think, just sizes. I think they're all hex glitters. And they have a darker green, a lighter green, and purple ones. And so it's just a really fun, it kind of reminds me of Barney, to be honest with you. Anything green and purple reminds me of Barney and like Goosebumps, which are two opposite ends of the spectrum, but yeah. So yeah, this is just a fun polish. I don't know if you can still get this, but any kind of neon topper is gonna be just a really fun one for summer. It's gonna be, especially if you're going to, and especially if you have like kids or something. I feel like kids really like these types of glitters. And so I used to work in a daycare, and whenever I wore any kind of like fun glitter over the top, like the kids were definitely obsessed with my nails. I had kids who would every single day ask to see my nails because I'd paint them a different color all the time. And they always loved it when I had any kind of crazy or unusual glitter. So definitely if you're a topper type of person, you know, I recommend something like this. So what are your summer picks? What have you been wearing a lot of, or what do you like to wear in the summer? I know there's some people that, like, I think one of the most tried and true trends is just wearing white on your fingers and toes all summer. I think a lot of people like that, especially people who tend to get tan and things like that, because it really pops against that tan color. For me, I don't think I've ever been tan even once in my life. I go from this to instantly burnt right back to this. So when I paint my nails white, they look like teeth. So I don't do that. But yeah, anyways, let me know down in the comments what your picks are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.